Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Where is it? I can't find the thing. Okay, there it is. Nice. Got it. Wonderful, mate. Wonderful. Just all sorts of wonderful. Ooh, it feels good. It just feels good to be alive and existing. Sup, not Leon is crazy. How you boys and girls feeling, man? Are you all doing well? Are you all existing on this Monday? On this Monday? The YouTuber you're watching right now is apparently a pedophile. First, good morning. Second, what is that title? Fuck that title. I want to come back to this. Now that I'm fully awake and I've rested on it, this is the dumbest way anyone's ever defended a pedophile. Like, I'm just going straight into no BS. Listen, like, this is the worst way ever.
I don't really want to get gangbanged.
Who does? It's so impractical. Hey, we got a $23 scat pack. Come on.
It's a great indication that I need to switch where the audio is coming from. Thank you for that, though. Appreciate you being subscribed for a year with the Prime. He's still calling you. No, I just said, you know what? Let me rest on this because clearly I must be getting trolled because there's no way to even fathom seeing some shit like this. You mean to tell me, like, with a straight face, you're defending pedophilia in not one but two victims who are not the legal age of consent, and you point that out where a child is violated and their father knows about it, and you say, yeah, in some states, 16's 100% legal. In a scenario where the victim's not that age. Because in the state of the video you referencing, where you left that comment, buddy, the legal age is 17. Still gross in my eyes. Just in case anyone was wanting to know. Still gross in my eye. Oh, it's 11:11. Everybody make a wish. I'm glad everybody made their wish. So that was apparently 3 months ago. Imagine hating me so much. You calculate how you want to respond in 3 months. Like, imagine that. Happy National Random Act of Kindness. I'm going to give y'all a random act of kindness. We're going to bully like a pedophile defender. Guy got called that in a scenario where he shouldn't even been speaking, then tries to paint me as one because I'm reading an article about a child being violated at 13 years of age. Man, I swear. When y'all used to hate me, y'all used to be creative with y'all hatred. Y'all used to like make fun of my face. Y'all used to make fun of my features. Y'all really used to like come with it. Now y'all done grown accustomed to me. Now y'all like me, and now like when we see somebody making the attempt, it's just shit like this. It's Bush League. It is top tier Bush League, which means you top shit. So Paradola, I hope you end up in jail because there's no way anybody's supposed to be defending pedophiles like this. W troll, W bait, all that, bro. Well, time passes and jokes fall off and get old. Oh, well. I didn't think they were jokes. I thought you all hurt me. And because I know none of you care about me, I just want to point this out. There will be no gambling this stream because I was doing all the gambling off stream. And I would just like to say, I came away large and in charge, specifically in the fucking quarterback room. How in the fuck I sold one of my cards. I had 3 Lamar Jackson cards 30 minutes ago, but I realized the luxury of that, and I sold one because I can't sell these other 2 because they're BNDs, and the most I could get out of this shit is like 40,000 coins out of BNDs. And then I also pulled him, and I pulled Andrew Luck. This quarterback room, I will not have to worry about the quarterback position for quite a while, and I'm happy about that. I feel quite pleased about such a thing. I'm quite pleased. And I also got Emmitt Smith, which I think has been nerfed like the worst way possible, because he had a 97 speed before they dropped him, but then they made him a 95 speed. Now this card still is fucking dangerous because a 98 change of direction is fucking filthy. But why dip his speed? Now I want to know how much he's selling for in the auction house, because what the fuck? And where's Desmond Howard? Oh, there he is. I was wondering if I was going to be able to pull him. I couldn't pull him. How much you going for? Who? It's a good thing I don't want him. It's a good thing I don't want Desmond Howard. Like, if I got him, I would sell him. But I don't want him. How much is Emmett? Oh my God, Emmett's going for 500. Emmett's going for 500 primarily because people are upset. But that's still not bad, and there's a part of me that wants to use Emmett, but I won't be worrying about that right now. It's time to... Do I want to fight? Yeah, I want to fight for Super Earth. Yeah, I want to fight for Super Earth. Yeah. But Willy Mac dropped his Willy again on Destiny, and I want to watch because you know what? Society and how things go about life, you always want to learn about people who are like degenerate freaks. You know, sending people's nudes out, that's a quick way to learn that lesson. Get the portable hell bomb. I think I already have it, if I'm not mistaken. Like, I do think I already have the thing, but I'm not sure. So we're going to find out as we progress. But Willy, I left a comment under Willy's video because I just skimmed through it. And I don't know who the fuck he was talking to some redhead. And the redhead, I guess, fucked up some information. And I just left a comment that was like, Willy's face talking to this redhead is how I'm feeling listening to this. Because whatever that redhead was saying, it was fucking stupid. Afternoon, it's 12:16. Well, who cares about you? I'm more important. It's 11:16 where I am. Where I am, it's 11:16, which means I'm more important than you, and you should recognize it, fool. Also, we're back in the hell dive. Willy, help me out.
I want to preface this video by stating that I was the only one that reached out to everyone involved in this story, and that
That's a horrible way to go about this. Not from Willy's perspective, but from any of these people that claim to want to care about any of this shit. You're like horrible people. Is this? No, that's not the portable hell bomb. The portable hell bomb is like in here. There it is. No, that's not it. This is it. Well, I don't have enough for it, so I don't have it yet. Sorry, I don't have it yet. Seeker, no. I don't necessarily want any of these, but I need them. I'm gonna get the credits first. I can just get all of this shit, honestly. Well, not all of it, but a good majority. And I'll just get you, but I won't put you on.
the victims weren't just used by Destiny, but by YouTubers trying to frame themselves as heroes. One of them is still lying about what he did.
Other content creators are shitting on Willy's video. Why? Like, mind you, I want to preface this. I did not watch this in like any full setting. I only watched like whenever he was talking to some redhead, like that was just trying to explain his rationale, but it all sounded terrible. And it was just like, I don't really want to listen to what you have to say. You sound terrible in this. And I wish you would sound normal, but you kind of don't. It's like, why are they giving Willy shit again? This is like the second time Willy's made a video where people give him shit. And my takeaway from it is it's not that bad. So, well, fuck. I guess I'll figure out why Willy's video is terrible. Because Willy didn't talk to them about the situation before releasing the video. gonna read that again just to see if like I'm gonna read that again just to see like if I correctly read that right. So you mean to tell me that people are mad at Willy because he didn't talk to them about the video? So you know what my response is about to be, right? Who the fuck are you people to be hoping someone talks to you about some shit? Like, who are you people? Are you important? I'm willing to bet no on that one. Are you significant players in the game of whatever this Destiny shit is? I'm willing to bet not. Seems like y'all just butthurt that some YouTuber didn't include you in his video in a positive light. Especially if you're motherfuckers who don't necessarily have the reputation of being trustworthy. Like, you're terrible. So why the fuck would I seek you in terms of information? It's quite rude, wouldn't you agree? No. And I know you're trolling, but anyone who thinks, oh man, why didn't you talk to me about what the fuck? What type of backwards ass logic? No.
I'm not going to pretend that I personally care about the victims either. I don't know them. However, I do have the basic human decency to not try and sabotage them.
There it is. That's the reason why they're mad. Because didn't the President Sunday looking motherfucker was like, oh, well, who cares? Didn't he victim blame the fucking victim? Congrats. You looked at a story about somebody potentially being wronged, or I guess based on the fucking story, has been wronged, and you decide to say, nah, you're doing something I don't want you to do, so that makes you just as bad or on par of being bad. Like, what a shitty metric to view this on. No fucking wonder you fuckers aren't included in people's videos, or no one fucking reaches out to you in Discord.
I myself on doing a good job, and this video is finally up to those standards. So enjoy. Destiny is a political...
Damn, that's crazy. You mean to tell me Willy didn't rush to make a fucking video and wanted to verify information and potentially seek out statements from parties involved? Damn, that's crazy. Damn. You mean to tell me people still do that? Because when some of these motherfuckers was defending Smash JT for that dumbass shit, apparently all you got to do is say, oh, well, no, I'm my bad. And that makes you credible. No. Some shit in this life, it sickens me to my core, based on how people choose to operate.
Streamer that has framed himself as a moral authority. I've gone on his shows, cited his appearances often when covering the Red Pill. He's framed himself as someone who's fighting for respecting women.
I think there's an intention within DDG, from what I can tell, from what you say and what people say, to make women feel comfortable in this space. Is that correct?
There's an intention from me. There's probably an intention from part of my community.
You think
isn't that just a true statement?
these teenagers should get dating advice from him rather than their own stupid parents?
Person comes up to you and starts saying some weird stuff. You just sit there with this 13-year-old and then you start having conversations extended about them about dating.
Yeah, I have before. What do you mean? No, would I tell if a young person came up to me and they were asking me questions about some like boy problems or something? Yeah, I'd probably say, yeah.
Excuse me? Now look, I'm not a parent, nor do I aspire to be in the near future. But if little old Johnny wanted some fucking dating advice, his first option better be me and not some fucking YouTuber. Wait, time to fuck out. Maybe I'm misreading.
You just sit there with this 13-year-old and then you start having conversations extended about them about dating.
Yeah, I have before. What do you mean? No, would I tell if a young person came up to me and they were asking me questions about some like boy problems or something? Yeah, I'd probably say, yeah, of course. What do you mean? I'm a 35-year-old man. Of course I'm gonna have better.
No, because aren't you the same motherfucker who like chastises red pill motherfuckers for this same shit, buddy? Ain't the only way this makes sense is if it's like your little sister or like your niece or like your cousin or your daughter. That's the only way this logic works. If this is just like some random dipshit kid, buddy, no, direct them away from you and go find their parents and reunite them. No dice. No dice. No nothing on this planet will ever make me say, yeah, I talk to random kids all the time about dating. Excuse me? Like, who says this shit out? Who confidently looked at some shit like this and thought, yeah, this makes sense. I'm a fucking 35-year-old man. I'm talking to children about their dating life. Literally anybody else, this is viewed one way and with one word: pedophilia. People will view this only one way because of how society has dictated it. The right way. Which is by calling these motherfuckers cretins for what they are.
Advice for them than some random high school person. Yeah, of course. If a 15-year-old girl came up to me and she's like, there's some weird thing going on with a boy in my high school, I'd say, oh, no, don't talk to me, honey. Go ask another 15-year-old boy, or ask your retarded fucking mom and dad who are going to tell you to never talk to any boys ever. No, what the why would you?
Yes, I would recommend you seek your parents out with this information. If you're getting mixed signals from a boy you like, it, by proxy, would behoove you to fucking seek out your parents and not random YouTuber, especially privately, because that's a can of worms nobody wants to open and nobody should open, might I just say. This is like I made another Instagram and I regret it because of the weird DMs I got. Because in my head, it's just like, why are you bothering me at any point during the day? Like, I shouldn't be bothered by you. It's like I got enough of them to where it's like, I don't need this. And now my Instagram is gone again. First time I got hacked. Second time I just got annoyed. And that's a bigger cardinal sin than anything. You can hack me and I'll deal with you how I choose to deal with you. But don't annoy me. Jesus Christ. And it was weird DMs too. Like none of them held merit. Like none of them were valuable. It was just weird people. And I just told myself, you know what? Fuck it. Maybe this social media shit ain't really my cup of tea. I ain't really doing nothing on this motherfucker. I ain't doing nothing of fuck these bugs. I ain't doing nothing of substance on this fucking app. So why not just pack it up? I only downloaded that shit because of Moral, because she promised me memes and she didn't send me one. So once that became like a layer of nothing, that was just my ticket out of there.
Why would I not talk to a person? Wait, what?
Yet Destiny has a longer list of women he's had sexual interactions with that now hate him than any of these guys. Almost all of which have been labeled as...
Apparently people threatened his son with sexual assault. Well, those people are weird. Let's just get that out the way. Those people are weird. Let's just get that out of the way. Second, I hope his son's going to a YouTuber and not him for help on this.
Crazy, unhinged psychos, liars.
Yeah, like, I can be a pretty cool motherfucker. And yeah, you know, me and Melina have problems, but I don't think I f***ed with all of this. I'm not running around screen sharing people's nudes, calling people ugly behind their backs while telling them I want to f*** them because they're like trying to go up in shows that I'm like a producer of.
But recently showed Destiny sharing sex tapes of his past partners without their consent to a
I can't survive the fucking bugs. The bugs are a little bit too much for daddy right now.
19-year-old named Rose in an attempt to get laid. I can't help but wonder, was there any truth behind their stories?
Things that's been done to me without consent or anything. that has been my past 5 years.
Then there's the aspect of how these stories broke. Coming from two YouTubers, President Sunday and Beckett, who never reached out to the victim, were never given permission to share any of this. Yet they did it anyway, confirming it's her in the leaks to the general public, framing her as a suicide
Dick move.
baiter for saying she'd kill herself if her parents found out.
Pixie did the worst thing that someone in her position could do. Rather than seek legal recourse or make a public statement denouncing the violation of her consent and dignity that these leaks represented,
She was literally doing both of those things.
she seems to have ultimately chosen to try and profit from the situation by extorting Destiny.
This guy...
I'm trying to figure out what's the problem with that. His son is a Democratic. His son is like a Democratic. Wait, time out. Whose son? Whose son? The fuck? Wait. Destiny's son? What the fuck? When did that motherfucker be like? He's 35. When does this motherfucker be like 10? What? You know what? I don't care. y'all involved a child in this story, and I don't have the heart to tell y'all to shut the fuck up. So just shut the fuck up.
I didn't even try to understand the full story before making a video victim shaming her. Well, her parents certainly know now thanks to Sunday's journalism. If she dies, she dies. A risk he's totally willing to take on behalf of making his YouTube video. After Pixie was forced to go public, she would have other women reach out saying they also had their nudes shared without their consent. One girl even claimed she filed a police report on Destiny for secretly recording them having sex, which if true is such a violation of another person's privacy. I genuinely hope he faces criminal consequences for it. This is not the first time this accusation has come up.
The way that Lauren keeps saying this is that like is implying that I'm like recording me people or recording me like sexual stuff or something like that. That's how she like implies it. When Lauren says it over and over again, that's what she's referring to.
The response he gave on Reddit as well as in his stream come off as absurd, like he's the victim.
A lot of vulture culture streams tonight. A lot of clout hungry people that wanted to.
Didn't he admit to doing this shit? Like, didn't he DM somebody who was like, yeah, fuck, while I did do it this way, I should have did it another way. Why? You're not a victim. You're a perpetrator. You're not the victim here, ma'am, sir, whatever the fuck you are. You're the problem because you don't fucking keep it in your pants.
To spend 12 hours reacting to this are going to be very disappointed, and I'm sure they'll have their own conspiratorial reasons for why I'm saying what I am saying.
His friends have all disavowed him. His podcast host says he told his wife to leave him.
I'll say this also. I think Steven was...
Isn't this the motherfucker y'all told me that said, hey, if Destiny killed a bunch of kids, I'd still defend him? Or am I thinking of somebody else? I remember we were watching somebody, and y'all just alerted me that this same somebody was just like, hey, I would... If Destiny killed a bunch of kids, I would still defend him. And I never fucking raised my eyebrow higher than in that fucking moment. That was such a what the fuck are we doing as a society ass moment.
Was a fucking really shitty husband to Melina, okay? I'm coming out here saying it right now. I don't think Steve would deny it either, but it's not good. The way that he was. Like, I talked to Melina a lot of times, and she was crying and miserable and everything else, and Steve would say, what do you want me to say? I'm a selfish motherfucker. That's why I'm in the relationship that I'm in. He was like, you know, what should I do? Should I leave? And I'll tell you this, I never was like, I was never like, no, you should stay and make things out. I told her multiple times, like, listen, if you feel like this is an abusive relationship, get the fuck out of there immediately.
Acting like he's betrayed because nobody reached out to him.
I want to write up a list of all the people, actually, hold on, because there were some people that messaged me to like figure out like,
oh my god, poor me, I'm in a fucking scandal that I caused and no one's reaching out to fucking speak to me. Oh, and the rockets laid fucking bare. Like what am I don't know, man. I think this content creation shit just not for me. I think I'm just not cut out for it, because what the fuck did I just hear? In a world full of people who fucking pretend like they're more important than what they actually fucking are, you mean to tell me you're mad nobody bothered to yeah.
What was actually going on before they kind of decided to do all this like crazy public stuff about it? I just want to read off a list of those people. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, and that's all of them. That was a little bit shocking as well, but okay.
So I reached out, confronting him, asking him pointed questions, and his answers were disappointing. So much so it made me wonder why he would want anyone to reach out at all. His enemies would use all of this to take victory laps on Destiny.
First of all, okay, I would say that I'm pretty confident that everyone who was featured in these videos also sent videos of them and other people as well. But nobody talks about that.
Okay, classic, I just made up a no you defense, but that's cool.
Hassan is getting a W over the guy who was trying to get him banned for the past 3 months. Painful. Destiny would throw away all...
That is kind of fucking painful. You spent all that fucking time, all that fucking effort trying to get everybody to be like, fuck Hassan, and then they say fuck you because Hassan's a terrorist. Hassan condoned the rape of rich women, but at least he's not Destiny. That's the metric of society right now. And quite frankly, I'm disappointed in humanity, much like I always am.
All of his credibility because he wanted to goon. This is the sort of video I finish and I just want to shake my head in disappointment. I need Z-Biotic pre-alcohol to get through this.
And
we all have busy lives and we can't video. For background information, all these leaks are coming from a 19-year-old girl named Rose is Coming.
That kind of shit is literally f***ing disgusting. That he would try to trap a little girl, and I don't want to be presumptuous. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry if this upsets you because you're 19, or I'm sorry if this upsets you because you're 22 or something, right? Or if you're some legal guy or whatever, you know? When you're 19, you're a little kid, okay? Now, if you're 22, a 19-year-old's not a kid to you, okay? I'm 29. A 19-year-old might as well be a 15-year-old to me. It's...
Where's this version of Destiny? What happened to him? What happened to this guy? Like, what in the span of like, he looks uglier here, so I guess he's younger. Within the span of like 4 years happened.
It's all the fucking same, dude.
Well, now he's 36 and still talking to 19-year-olds. This Rose person would either get hacked or leak the videos herself. We still don't know for sure. And
I know you watch That's Good Sports. Have you checked out Tom's Grocer's 1 million challenge for charity? No, I have not. I know he's live right now, or at least he should be. I just haven't watched it. Did I miss something important or spectacular?
all of these people's most embarrassing moments are now cemented online. Now, it's worth noting that Destiny didn't share these images because he wanted to embarrass anyone. He was trying to goon with Rose.
Just because of some legal age of consent, whatever bullshit, I have about as much in common with like an 18-year-old, 19-year-old freshman in school as I would a fucking sophomore in high school. Any type of inclination towards any of those people is really fucking weird.
I'm listening to clips of Destiny from last year defending himself from women saying that he's secretly recording them.
Lauren keeps like typing messages that make it sound like I'm secretly recording people having sex. That's what it sounds like.
And then, oh look, what am I seeing on Twitter? This girl named Sherry saying Destiny secretly recorded her and shared it with people. One of the leaked DMs is Destiny showing audio of a dude he hooked up with, saying this just ended with him finishing. Again, audio's scuffed because my phone was in my pocket. It was in your pocket? Was it there because he didn't know you were recording? This guy did an entire arc arguing with red pillars on boundaries with his wife and how you should treat women. These videos were not shared with consent. One of the victims was Pixie, who heavily trusted Destiny. She described herself as extreme.
It's been a lot. He's at 200K. Good for him. I hope he gets more money.
Sexually inexperienced and sheltered. I had multiple long conversations regarding consent and boundaries with Destiny. Has all of these conversations about consent and boundaries and then does this without consent. Amazing. The fact that Destiny didn't maliciously share these videos might matter legally. That will have to be determined, but it doesn't really matter for the victims, now does it? Their nudes are out there for their parents, employers, and friends to see. The leaks happened in November. By the end of December, Kiwi Farms as well as many other creators knew who the participants were. There were group chats talking about it. The most prominent victim in this story, Pixie, confronted Destiny about sharing her nudes without consent. I'm super sorry, there's literally zero excuses. In DMs, Aaron wrote to Destiny, you didn't leak it maliciously, you distributed it non-consensually. Yeah, I know, I have severely damaged her. Confirming yes, he did do this, making him come off like a complete fraud. He has hours of content telling people how to live their lives, that they have no moral standards. Meanwhile, he's going—
I think that's the fucking thing. And I think that's the thing that's most annoying is like these pretentious motherfuckers who run around and it'd be like, hey, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that. And then they do all the things they tell other people not to do. Like, you can't be one of these fucking people who wants to pretend like they have it all figured out in terms of ideas and circumstances. I think Destiny, ever since coming back, has been on like his crusade of just going at Republicans and conservatives for how dumb they are. And they are, but this is pot calling kettle black shit right here. And it's like, bro, you are not exempt from being called fucking stupid. You're more in the criminal aspect of stupid than they are. They're just verbally stupid for the shit that they're saying. Because some of the shit that they're saying, yeah, no. But I can't say that those motherfuckers are sharing other people's nudes or recording people without consent, which I guess is the leg up for them in a conversation with you.
Going on trips to Israel with his friend Lonerbox while pocketing nudes of a girl he was having a thing with. There's a video of Pixie's dad thanking Destiny for being a good friend.
First of all, many thanks for being a friend to my daughter.
Yeah, no problem.
She doesn't have any friends.
That's not true. You're
No,
so
she has a
mean.
shit ton of friends.
Okay.
But she appreciates your friendship.
Cool.
And I appreciate that.
I would never sit here and feel comfortable as a fucking 35-year-old hearing from a potential 50-year-old, thanks for being a friend to my 19-year-old. No. Not even tangentially close would I feel comfortable hearing some shit like that. I'd be weirded out. For my own sanity, I'd be weirded out. Because it's fucking weird. What did I miss? You missed a fucking dad thanking Destiny for being a friend to his kid, who he then leaked nudes of. In hindsight, what a terrible father.
That you are friends.
Thanks. Well, I try my best. I'm a friendly person, you know.
Bruh, this is painful to watch. Pixie is talking to Kyla here. They're friends, but Kyla has a conflict of interest. Her and her husband moved from Canada to work with Destiny. They uprooted their whole lives for this. Pixie emphasizes Steven has to face the consequences proportional to his actions. I want this to be the most expensive mistake of his life. I'm essentially asking him to punish himself in a way I don't think he will or agree with without the law getting involved. I don't have a dollar amount from the top of my head. It just has to be enough for the rest of his life. If he thinks of the word nude, he associates it with the amount of money he lost. $1 million is a price that gets thrown around in later DMs, and upon reading that, me and a lot of other people initially laughed, but then I thought about it. If somebody leaked my nudes, I would want their head. I can't have that, so $1 million from a millionaire sounds fair enough. Kyla then starts to look like she's protecting Destiny in these messages. It wasn't clear to me before that this is what you wanted specifically. My understanding is it was more of a sense of rehabilitation. Now, this was only one leak. You know how many times he's probably shared these nudes and not gotten caught? But Kyla's like, Pixie, you don't understand. He's super sorry. In an interview Kyla gave Tom, it comes off as her looking out for Destiny.
Just to me, like, recording somebody and then without their knowledge and leaking it
is bad.
Like a full-on, like it's a pretty like sexually invasive crime.
Pretty? No, it is. It's not what it seems. It is. It's not kinda. It is. It's not pretty. It's ugly. It's not a when you think about it. It just is. It just is, and it ain't fun. It ain't fruitful. It's a crime.
Leaking somebody's nudes, I think, is also really bad. To be clear, I think it is really bad. But the issue is that I think.
No. What the fuck is with you people in that fucking word? But why is it that motherfuckers can't just say something is clearly wrong? I should not have to say B-U-T after stating the obvious. You will never hear me say pedophilia is wrong and that word follows after. It is wrong. Full stop. What the... I don't know how anyone could play cap and say, fuck, when money's on the line, that's how. When you uproot your entire life and then it comes crashing down like this, fuck, that's how. Are you not confused? Don't you get it? This is how. Because in a world full of what the fuck?
I think it's fundamentally just a more common issue that people do. It's definitely, in my experience, not the first time that somebody has like leaked nudes. I think.
Listen to me. I don't give a fuck what's common. If it's criminal, not common. A crime being common is an indicator of a failed society in which you live in. And clearly, that's what you're in. That is a fucking crime.
I think it's not okay. Like when you hear about like guys like showing other guys like tits that some girls showed, like I think it's gross, and there's a reason I don't look at it.
I mean that's I agree it's less severe, but
So
this isn't a bunch
of
high schoolers, right? This is a 35-year-old guy who's doing this.
Sure, but the law and morals are different, right?
Boys.
There's that fucking word again. You can't be. When a motherfucker tells you that your description of this is kind of flawed because you're making it seem like it's a bunch of high schoolers who don't know no better when it's a grown fucking man. And you can't. When that descriptor is put out there, you can't say, sure, but. You can't. You look fucking insane. You sound fucking insane.
This will be boys is a crazy statement coming from someone whose last videos.
The fuck is that title? Will you bite yourself in your ass? That's why your fucking stream doesn't work when you play Assassin's Creed. Loser! Loser! I told you, that game's trash. Game's so trash it don't even let you stream it.
It's about feminism. She's like, only if Destiny does the worst thing possible will it matter to me.
The way I'm getting painted here is like really, really far from the truth, and I don't really know why.
How are you being painted? Because right now, I currently think you're some dumbass who's just doing a really bad job defending someone who is either your boss or someone you make a lot of money with, and the money's being threatened right now, and you can't handle it. That's how I perceive you. Assassin's Creed, the only game that gives me these problems. And that would mean that game is trash.
You look like Ghislaine Maxwell.
I know.
Brutal. She says that Steven showed accountability and a step-by-step plan on how he was going to correct all of this.
Basically, the moment that I saw like remorsefulness, accountability, and like a step-by-step plan of like how he was going to correct the issue, that's when I was like, okay, I can still.
I mean, fuck, it's easy to send a DM to somebody and be like, hey, I'm going to do better. Majority of the time, motherfuckers do not do that.
Still work with this person because it's like the try and the accountability that matters to me.
What was his plan? Because all I saw was Destiny blaming his actions on being off of Vyvanse. Apparently, if he's off of his meds, he doesn't have to respect people's privacy. Interesting symptoms. I want to point out that Pixie stands by that Kyla was being a good friend despite how she comes off. It's worth acknowledging that. When this story hit the wider public, Destiny gave a statement on Reddit. He titled it Legal Arc Beginning in Mysterious Ways. Such wow. Which shows how unserious he is about this whole thing. Like, what if he gets criminally convicted? Will he label that his prison arc? He says he had no intention of these images.
Imagine in a scenario where you're fucking on the hook, potentially, for revenge porn, and your response is, whoopsie, Discord, oops. I'm actually sick to my stomach right now. Because it shows no one takes anything seriously. We're a failed society. We're all doomed. We're all gonna die. Can we start watching TV again?
Or videos leaking, and that he hasn't spoken up for the following reasons. He was going to pursue litigation, most likely against the hacker and sites hosting the leaks, and that he—
Gaming Witch, shut up. Assassin's Creed is trash. There will be no game better than Black Flag. The more and more I see of Assassin's Creed, whatever fucking version that's coming out in like a month, the more I'm actually tempted to buy it. Which is the mistake I made with the last one, because I got trapped with all the fucking glitz and the glamour of the fucking gameplay, and then I played it and it was stiff as fuck. That's why I might wait. I still might end up buying it for the fuck of it, but overall, who knows? Because Assassin's Creed has been miss since Black Flag, and it's been unfortunate. It's been unfortunate. All these Spectre, you're one of these people that pays attention to shit like this. You see this fucking freak Smash JT try to make himself out to be credible and fucked it up, and has been trying tooth and nail since then to prove like, oh my god, I'm credible, guys. Fuck, let me be, and it just hasn't worked, because I stand by. If you're getting information that you're not verifying and you're broadcasting that, you're a dumbass. And no amount of, hey, I'm admitting to it, makes it better, because you kept the video up. Why? Not for credibility, for ad revenue. And the dumbass excuse that someone tried to lay at me, where, oh, well, did you know that the person that did it faked and pretended to be someone that they're not? You know that makes him look dumber, right? Do you know that makes him look dumber? Because someone faked being someone that they're not and passed off information to you, and you didn't verify any of that, and you proceeded to continue to make a video about that shit with information that you couldn't verify. And the second excuse was, oh, he specified it was a rumor, so we're wasting our time on rumors? We're wasting dedicated time. We're wasting time believing rumors to the point where we're going to make videos about them. Then it gets exposed that, yeah, this shit's not even true. And our get out of jail free card was that? Do y'all wonder why I don't respect anybody who's a gaming journalist? Whether if you're big time or small, because you motherfuckers have next to no information that I care about. Right now, people are running around with the notion that Grand Theft Auto is coming out October 28th specifically. No word from Rockstar on that one. But you know what? Time will tell. And the sick part is, if that's even, not even if it's exactly right, if it's close to being right, motherfuckers are going to be like, see, I'm credible. I said in October. It's just like, fuck off. Fuck the backwards off. Smash JT is an anti-work journalist. I don't give a fuck about that. Who's currently dealing with a lawsuit by Alyssa Mercanti. That's his only claim to fame right now. I don't care about that. You don't care about Nope. Why don't you care? Because it don't affect me. It doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect my lineage of gaming. Like, it does nothing to me. Like, that's not my issue. If he was wronged in some legal manner, I hope he wins. But that's not going to affect my day. Like, they want the trailer so bad, but they always be promoting it and always talking about it. Listen, when GTA 6 gets announced or when pre-orders are fucking available, that's when I'm going to stake my claim to fame. Yes, even if it's $100 to pre-order, gonna be getting my hands on it. You're one of the only few YouTubers who takes accountability, because I don't allow the numbers, the subscriber count, any of that shit to cloud the fact that I'm a dumbass human being. Like, unfortunately, I am a dumbass human being who has made mistake upon mistake. And it sucks that I've been embarrassed. I've embarrassed myself. I've embarrassed other people. You know the remedy for that? Would anyone like to know the quick and easy remedy for some shit like that? Actual accountability. Like, you realize I have not still to this fucking day made a video about the Philadelphia shooting during the parade because I still don't have information about that shit. Like, I don't. Like, would it be so interesting to fucking fixate on the potentials and blaming it on Taylor Swift? Sure. But that's just moronic to me. That makes no sense. Would it be cool to sit here and pretend like I give a fuck about school shootings only because it's a transgender and I'm pining for the manifestos of transgender shooters, but when a black guy shoots up a school and the manifesto has Candace Owens as one of the fucking reasons or inspirations, and I just sit there and say, oh, this manifesto seems kind of shaky. Yeah, no, that doesn't make any fucking sense. It's like, this shit is simple. Just like, stay humble to the best of your ability. Stay humble, be consistent. Don't let a bunch of motherfuckers persuade you into thinking you bigger than what you are, because you're gonna end up crashing down in a hilarious fucking manner, which is exactly what Smash JT is currently having to deal with. He's currently in a situation of, all right, my credibility is taking a small hit. Do I think anyone's gonna overwhelmingly stop consuming that fucking content if they were a diehard fan? No. They're still going to be going to Smash JT for their gaming news. This is not the end of Smash JT, and anyone who thinks that pretty much is a fucking dumbass. What actually needs to be said with a straight face is that he should own up to the fact that he bought into an elaborate fucking troll. And he should delete the fucking video where he's making a fucking video talking about the shit. Not the one where he's like, oh, I fell for a troll. The first one, the initial one. Because you're parading that shit around, and no, a pinned comment is not going to rectify that. At least in my eye, but who am I? I'm just one guy. I'm one guy who, if I notice a pattern of stupid shit, I'm just going to assume you're just a dumbass. That's why I will never respect, what's that one Asian motherfucker running around thinking that he's saving gaming by tweeting. I think it's Grums. Yeah, no. No. I hate gaming news. Bro, gaming news got to be the worst genre on YouTube. Because what the fuck do you mean? Hey, everybody, I'm Mr. Buzz for the win here, and I'm about to spend 8 minutes of your fucking day telling you shit that doesn't matter because it's not information that you want, which is news about Grand Theft Auto 6. Or should I say, any important news about Grand Theft Auto 6? Because no, I don't give a fuck about them potentially showing up at a random place to give you something that you didn't get. If your video has false information, do you realize that in 2020, I made a video about a guy like pretending to have a weapon, and he died from that. Like, he was going up to people with a weapon trying to do the it's a prank thing, and he died from that because grown-ass adults not playing that shit. And I put and plastered the wrong person. And you know what I did? Deleted that shit, and the next video I was like, hey, got that wrong. hilariously. And you know how I found out I got it wrong? The mother was all over Facebook screaming that her son was not the person involved in this shit. And I saw that and I went, nope, not even going through none of this shit. I'm deleting this shit immediately. Fuck the revenue, fuck the views. Like I value what shred of respect I have for myself. Smart move. The only move. That's the only move. Because it wasn't just me that was plastering this motherfucker's face everywhere. Yeah, I say, no. We just gonna scrap that. We gonna scrap that. That's the fucking reason why I wait 50 fucking years to make a video about something y'all fucking want me to talk about. Did you hear about it? Yep. I ain't fucking saying a word till I get something definitive. I ain't saying it. Now, there's going to be some times where it's clear cut. Something's amiss, and that draws my attention, and I end up being correct. Carly Russell. But when it comes to shit where I can't verify a fucking thing, I ain't saying a word. I ain't saying a word till I tell. Citation, please. If you ain't got that citation for me, I can't help you, big fella. I just can't help you. Should I go with the minefield or should I go with incendiary? I'm going with incendiary mines because with that on top of the other thing, I feel like that can help me out. Leon's armor looking sleek. I mean, you all are the people that said the character looked like Doom with the helmet and like the silver. So it's like, I'm going with that. Good job, Leon. You're not brain dead. The problem is several people, some of them your favorite content creators, are brain dead. And when I get around to chastising them, I don't want to hear these bitch-ass excuses. Because if you give me these bitch-ass excuses, just know I'm going to hope that you have those same bitch-ass excuses for mainstream media. Because that's another part of this shit. Mainstream media makes all these fucking horrendous mistakes and spreading misinformation, and we chastise them correctly and rightfully. But you mean to fucking tell me, with a straight fucking face, you mean to tell me that a motherfucker who claims to want to be impartial and be a journalist makes these fucking mistakes and it's all hunky-dory? No, sir. I'ma hold you to the same standards. Why? Because you're in the fucking niche of spreading news, so of course I'm gonna be on your ass too. CNN and Fox had to settle and pay millions of dollars in misinformation. Fox for the election, CNN for trying to accuse a motherfucker for being racist. That's good. I want to see more of that. More passion, more energy. And I'm gonna want that shit for you smaller motherfuckers who do the same shit, spread misinformation. Whoops. My bad. I'm a little bit consistent. What were we talking about? There's a lot of brain dead people on the internet? Yes. You're the only YouTuber I watch who talks about contemporary issues? Yeah, because, while the fucking world is fixated on Trump, don't you want to know about a fat woman suing Lyft and how she's probably still going to win even though she's inviting that can of worms for her to lose? Like she's inviting that can of worms for her to lose and no one else? Just like that girl Drake had on stage, that he had on stage that was underage.
He didn't want to bring publicity to the material. 3, I've been trying to move on from covering drama content as it has had an increasingly negative impact on those in my life. You want to move on?
Oh, kiss my ass. Stop saying shit like that. You know how I know it's bullshit? You know how I know Destiny's bullshit for what he said? Go look at his channel. Go look at the video he recently uploaded. He recently fucking uploaded some fucking content about what the fuck is his name? Actual Justice Warrior, and how that motherfucker got pwned in a fucking debate. And you might think, oh, that's not drama. That is drama considering the both of them. they both like are adversaries towards each other, because how dare either one of them give information to the public politically? That upsets the other one, because I live in a world where that is a fucking thing people do.
Now that the drama's about you, it's not fun anymore. People always act like they're above covering drama when they become the subject matter. One person involved has expressed...
Leon, I just came on. Please tell me why I see your title as Willy dropped his Willy again. Do you need to tell us something? I don't have anything to tell you. It's Willy. And every time he makes a video, I coin it as him dropping his Willy. What? What's the problem? Is there an issue? Is there a problem? Do you have an issue? I recommend you solve it, because it would be better if you did. It'd be better if you did solve it for your own sanity.
Suicidal thoughts in relation to the matter, and I did not want to exacerbate the situation by talking about it publicly. Now that's a nice sentiment, but it's already all out there. The real reason he's quiet is because it's going through...
Did you hear about Queso getting hate because he said not like us is overrated? Queso slander will not be tolerated. Queso is a protected minority class, and I will not have you fucking heathens disrespecting the great Queso. Also, it's a fucking song. People are allowed to not like it. You can not like a song. You can think a song is overrated. Now, if you're someone like Rob Smith who wants to be like the token black guy, and you... ooh, I'm glad I just thought of that. Hold on. I want to show y'all something, but I can't show it to you until it's done. So hold on. Let me do something. Let me do something. You just inspired something. You just inspired something. I might completely die right now, but if I do, it's worth it. If I die, it's fucking worth it. If I die, it's so ungodly worth it. It's so ungodly worth it, boys. Like, bros, it's so ungodly worth it if I die. Because like the reason it's you're gonna laugh. I swear, if my layers of comedy is anything to stand by, you're gonna laugh. I'm not Chris the Narc. I'm not gonna fucking bore you with some shit you clearly don't care about. I'm gonna make you laugh. You know my humor, so you know I'm going to get a significant giggle out of you. Hold on. I need to... Where is it? Where the fuck is it? It should be here, but I don't remember. Remember the 15th of November. What did I title it? What did I title it? Did I title it Did I title it Love? What did I fuck me. What did I title this? I need to find it. Damn it. Abuse? No. What was it? How can I fuck? Do it by date. There it is. I titled it White Love. Okay. Put that back. Get away from me. I'm also trying my damnedest to like stay in the fight for Helldive. The problem is I'm not doing a good job. I'm like actively a nuisance to my team and what my team is trying to believe in. My team's in the fight for the Helldive and I'm just not doing a good job participating in that fight. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to my team. I'm sorry to the people that are of the Helldivers land. Okay, put that there. Okay. Fuck, where is it? Okay, right there. Okay. If I don't make at least two of you laugh from this, I will actually fucking start crying. Because I feel as though this is peak stupid comedy, and you're gonna see this today. You're going to see this today because I'm double uploading today. Why? Because why not? Why not just make that algorithm recognize who the fuck I am? I am Nicki Minaj. I am the ruler. Am I? I don't know. Just fucking shrink that, put that over, and then fucking put the highlight on it, put that over, and then bam, make it a little bigger. No, make it a little smaller. I need y'all to see her face. Save. Okay, bam. Yeah, it can be untitled. Fuck it. It can be untitled. Fuck it. I don't need it. Okay, close that. Untitled. Bring that right here. Don't need it anywhere else. I don't need it anywhere else. I'm about to light this fucking area up. Oh, I'm lighting it up. Straight face gang. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm dropping a video today on the YouTube channel. I'm pretty certain you all know this. Because I'm secretly a YouTuber. I don't know if you all know that, but I'm secretly a YouTuber. And you know, with that comes a hilarious level of instances where I am often called upon to fucking see things because of my algorithm, and my algorithm is always favorable to me. I made a thumbnail, and because of whoever it was that brought up the word token, you reminded me that I'm supposed to add something, and I did. Here it is. When will the next cooking video come out? Probably Friday. Stuffed potatoes or mashed potatoes, however I'm feeling. I hate it. Well, fuck. There was another version of this with a different image of moral, but she didn't like it. A fucking hater. She's a hater. She didn't like it. She is a hater. And I had to fucking settle for a quote unquote better image, which I think is disrespectful to the craft. I think that's just disrespectful to the fucking craft. I'm too slow to understand. What are you talking about, bro? Okay, I would give you the context, but then you wouldn't watch my video. So, you know, gotta fucking indoctrinate you people into watching my video. That's how you get those views. That's how you sell out for the money. For the money. Should have used the original Moore picture. Yeah, well, see, the difference between me and you is that first I asked for permission to use this woman's face. And of course, I would have to verify with her if this is okay. And I did. And she was not a fan of it. It wasn't like she was offended. She was just like, man, just use something better. I know you're in the habit of disrespecting your female friends, but I'm not. I could have, but the difference between me and any other motherfucker is that's what we in the streets call a dick move. And the only dick moves I want to commit are the ones with my own wiener. You pick it up how I put it down? Good. Now, back to this Willy shit.
Litigation. I can't help but roll my eyes when I read parts of this. I increasingly felt uncomfortable.
I've completely forgotten like a good majority of this fucking video. Who did what again? Destiny like beat up somebody or some shit, and somebody named Sunday when they probably should realize that their name doesn't work. Because what are you? You the president of Jesus? Like what are we doing here? Huh?
Comfortable by the language being used regarding to financial punishment and wanting to teach me.
My PC blue screen. That is a fate I hope never occurs to anybody. Not even my worst enemy. Not even my worst enemy. I don't want to see anybody's PC blue screen. It's just not that's not something I want to see.
Me a lesson, along with constant references to the precariousness.
When will your next cooking video come out? I feel like I just answered that, so I won't answer that again.
Precariousness
of someone's mental health. You're being punished. It's not supposed to be comfortable. You know it's bad when the top comment is, I wish my streamer watched horse porn instead.
What? See, now that's funny.
Want to f a woman as a horse.
I can't believe Destiny gave this guy a W. And his return stream wasn't any better, using the same song
I disrespect Pearly Things, but she annoys me. Pearly Things dated a homeless black man who left her because he knew he could find better. That should be the fucking understanding for you people when it comes to seeking out dating advice from people who look like that. Like, consider yourself ashamed.
After disrespect came back with Destiny's response isn't great. He's since banned all the alleged victims from his community. He said,
When will you finish that? When will you finish chapter 4? You have one more time to ask me that, and then I'm banning you.
bro, if I need to go on the sex offender list, I'm taking 20 other.
If there's there's several things that annoy me, but if there's one thing that'll always annoy me, it's when people are desperate to try to be funny because they're uncharismatic.
Streamers with me. Okay, lol.
Who's the guy with the beard and glasses that looks like a 90s poetry professor?
W. Who are these 20 other streamers? Is there a Google Drive where perverts on Twitter?
It's President Sunday, world-renowned YouTuber who looks like the hard drive should be checked. But, you know, apparently saying that out loud is mean, so I can't say that out loud. You didn't hear me say that.
Upload other people's nudes? I repeat, how long has this been going on for? How sorry could he be? Not very if he's been covering for 20 other streamers doing the same thing. But then I'm seeing Destiny's co-host Dan on one hand disavowing Destiny for what he did, and then on the other hand threatening acquaintances.
If you're one of my coworkers out there and you're making your little bit of a strong statement about how much you condemn Destiny and everything else, you better not let me find you doing something else and signing some other bullshit off for someone else or you know, being weak. Because if that's...
Yeah, bro. If you're not a fan of somebody sending out nudes about other people, you better not let me catch you. Ooh, you're gonna get it. Grr.
Be the case, either be all the way f***ing in or all the way f***ing out, okay? That's all I'm gonna tell you. All these half-in-the-door motherfuckers, too much of a pussy to do anything else. Like, I get it, fine. If you're a content creator, you rely on this for your fucking life, then fine. Then f*** off. Then say that Destiny's a pervert, all that type of shit, and f***ing go away forever. And that's what you should do. And f*** off permanently. Same front there, I will say that I think that Steve has changed a lot, especially over the last year, where he is not like that type of person anymore. You guys don't fucking you don't see it because you don't know who he is.
People don't want to hear about how much he's changed when this has all just happened.
But if you think that you're going to say a strong statement, say that you're not fucking with him right now, and come back in 2 months, fuck you, is what I have to say. You're worse than anyone. You're definitely worse than me. At least I'm honest about the situation. I've known the dude for 15 years. I can say that what he did was fucked up. He knows what he did was fucked up. He knows that he has to change, and he knows he's going to have fucking consequences for it. But for fucking you, you're just a fucking weasel. All these motherfuckers that did this whole all the way in, all the way out. Any of these motherfuckers try to come back in after they've done their little strong weasel statement doing it, that noise.
How do you know he's changed, Dan? Did you know he was doing this? It's such an odd statement. How is Dan playing both sides this hard? So unless you stand by Destiny, you can't ever engage with him again. It's about to be a very lonely career. Abba called out Destiny, pointing out that this was always where his lifestyle was going to lead, and says that he has no respect for anyone he's intimate with.
I think that people look at some of the standard markers for trouble, and they for some reason project a ton of stuff onto me, but I think I'm living like one of the healthiest, fullest lives that I possibly could be.
You know, constantly having poor relationships with women over a long period of time, or in other situations, STDs, different things like that. Eventually that hedonism comes back to bite them in the life, and they also recognize they could have invested that time a lot better.
No, shut up, Melina, shut up. Let him talk. What do you mean? Constantly, anything you do in life that's going to increase like your ability to like have fun or do like crazy stuff or whatever is always going to carry with it like the risk of death, right?
Absolutely.
Like you have no chance of dying by falling out of a plane unless you go skydiving. But that's not an argument. It's never skydiving.
But it is an argument against maybe skydiving 1,000 times if you don't want to die that way.
If you want to skydive 1,000 times, then you can skydive 1,000 times. Like what's wrong? Damn, what happened to all the self-empowerment that you guys were talking about earlier? If your lifestyle choices are like, damn, I would never want to deal with like a crazy girl or anything like that, that's totally valid. I think it's totally fine. I accept that that's probably true for most people. But like, I'm okay with the trade-off on that for like all the benefits that I get. I like f***ing a lot of people. I like traveling a lot. I like doing.
So look, pussy is never this good. Pussy is never this good for you to just be. Don't they got a saying about sticking your dick in crazy? What happened to that? Why can't we get more of that? Why can't we get more motherfuckers realizing that, you know what, probably shouldn't be sticking my dick in crazy. Just a cautionary tale. Probably shouldn't be doing that. You know why I probably shouldn't be doing that? Because it probably doesn't net me a strong, unique, positive. You know what I'm talking about?
Doing drugs. I like my stream shit. That's like super fun for me. To be like, well, doesn't bad stuff happen sometimes so you shouldn't do it? That doesn't compute to me.
Or others, because I think the main thing with this is you have to think about the activity. The activity involves hurting others. Like even
I feel like you're not suffering enough, Leon. You should watch more of the Good Times reboot. The only way I'm doing that is if I get paid to do it. And if Kamal does it with me. Like, we both have to get paid a significant amount of money. Like, I don't know his asking price, but I have an asking price. If I was to do that shit again, I'm getting paid to do it up front. And I mean it. I mean it. I mean it. There's a lot of shit to where it's like, oh, I'll just do it. There's no skin off my back. But I promise you, there's no fucking way under the sun I am ever doing that unless I get paid a significant amount of money up front. Don't ask me the asking price because you don't have it. You don't have the money. I'm not calling you poor. I'm just saying I hate that fucking show so much. I have a ridiculous asking price that no one's going to meet because I choose to make it ridiculous by fucking choice. Like, I choose for that shit to be egregious, ridiculous, and unattainable by choice.
Destiny, as good as he is at what he does, probably can admit he's broken a lot of hearts, he's disappointed a lot of women, he's made a lot of people upset. It's not just how he feels about it. When you involve other people in this kind of pursuit of pleasure, other people get hurt as well. I'll stand by what I said at the beginning. I don't feel bad for Steven whatsoever.
Yes, the fucking Good Times reboot is bad. It's a mockery of a classic, iconic show for some cheap fucking slop that honestly, it's a little bit racist.
Because he knew what he was getting into. He was brazen about it. When he was warned, when he said, hey, this is a bad idea, this is a bad lifestyle, he said, I don't care, I want to have fun. It's fun for me. That's why I like these mentally ill women.
He's had this public view for years. But no, guys, Dan and Kyla says he's changed in the past month.
If you're currently hanging out with like a streamer that does like denial all day, every day, or that has someone on a DUI or something along those lines, like it's gonna be, once we find that out, I think that's like gonna be kind of a rough one to be like why you threw someone under the bus just for clout.
Such a weird threat to throw out there to try and keep people in line. Well, I've hung out with a person who got a DUI, Dan. What are you gonna do about it? So I reached out to Destiny for some clarification. There's no point in even reading them.
Which is more like a like, what the fuck, why are you hanging around them? You hang out with somebody with a DUI, or you hang out with somebody that's sending out other people's nudes? Like, which one of those is like more of a fuck? Which one of them do you think is more of a brand risk? It's like, DUIs are bad, and motherfuckers who don't learn from that shit are terrible people.
Before. What am I reading? My foreskin is so cute. What the fuck?
Thank you, Kiki. You have proven that my shit wasn't broken. Thank you. Thank you. I am now happy that I could hear that fucking emo, that fucking alert. I'm happy. It makes me happy knowing that I could hear that fucking alert. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being a member for 10 months. But more importantly, thank you for helping me prove that my alert works. Thank you.
To you because he copy and pasted the same response to every question, and he doesn't want to comment farther until he's past litigation.
Also, stop hiring black people to make Mexican food. Would you trust a white person to make you Chinese food?
They all work. Yes!
Clarifies, I'm aware that these answers are super unsatisfying, and it sucks it looks super guilty for me to respond this way. And even this might be saying too much, but any statement that I make could become part of a record for any court case.
Would you? I will do this rant until the end of time. Will you trust white people to make you Chinese food? I say no. I say you shouldn't, because you should value your life and everything your life holds in it.
For any number of things that are foreseen and unforeseen to me right now. And there's a possibility that I say something that feels true but ends up not being true in the future. He then gives an example on how seemingly throwaway comments.
I've seen this one before. What am I reading? My foreskin is so cute. What the fuck?
Okay, I kind of want to change it to where like it is the gifted one instead of people like renewing. That's bad.
Can lead to big consequences in court. He's right, because honestly, what is he supposed to do? Incriminate himself? He's going to let the legal process play out. So I asked Destiny if there was any false narratives being pushed, and if there was anything he wanted me to say that wasn't
Yes, that was Chris saying that.
Already public. He replied with people validating prior individuals who are insane, despite there being no evidence to validate them, is crazy conspiratorial nonsense. I assume he's talking about Mr.
We have no healers on this fucking team. Oh my God, what happened to Verd? Speaking of which, I don't know how many more he made graduations I got left. Kanye was doing a little bit too much that day. Kanye during like the Super Bowl was doing a little bit too much. Like, and sure, you all are gonna focus on like the anti-Semitic thing, but saying fuck Virgil, bro, like what you mean, bro? Like, fuck Virgil, that's your partner, that's your homie. Like, what the fuck? You saying fuck Virgil, bro? That's your boy. Like, what the fuck?
Mr. Girls document where he lists every girl who has ever had a problem with Destiny. Destiny continues, there's obviously multiple affected parties, but it's rich that all of these people who cry about cancel culture and innocent until proven guilty have no problems making the most insane assumptions about a man and have no problem engaging with people who are insanely toxic when it comes to male victims of any kind of weird sexual shit. He defended himself a bit more on Twitter against Nick, saying, I didn't admit to anything. Meanwhile, you can just read the messages where Destiny says, yeah, I know. I've damaged her severely. Nobody cares about you being the victim because you caused all of this. There is no expectation for Kiwi Farms being the good guy. They have the leaks because you shared them with Rose. He goes on to say that people named Lav and Kelly Jean have been distributing his nudes, revenge porn in the literal truest sense. How many crazy women are part of this guy's life? At what point can I victim blame him? Ryan Beard's telling a story about how some girl named Anna is stalking you and your solution was to sext her.
He did stalk me.
That she locked. Okay, then why are you sexting with her still?
We're cool. We've been cool for a year, Max.
Huh? What? Huh? See, he just like crazy bitches. He just a dumbass that like crazy bitches. And the consequence of liking crazy bitches is you end up becoming a crazy bitch. Because what do you mean you're getting stalked and now that's one of your good friends that you've talked to for a year? Like, huh? What the robot said does not compute. That does not compute. I do not get it. It sounds stupid.
Okay, so you acknowledge that you've been sexting with her for a year.
Yeah, we've had on and off, sure. Max.
Huh? What? Wait, huh?
Can you acknowledge that I haven't said anything bad about her for a year? I've said we've been fine. I've said that over.
The last time I talked to you about her, like 2 weeks ago or 16 days ago or something, you said that she locked you in the basement of her mind and it was a traumatic experience for you.
It's some white people shit. Like, I know, but come on. Like, what in the white people, what in the caucasity is going on here? This is some Caucasian persuasion going on, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Locked me in the past. In the past, Max.
Oh, okay.
Why? Tell me, Max. Why hasn't Anna come forward with any of this information now? Can you tell me, or do you want me to tell everybody why?
I don't want to speak on her behalf.
Okay, I will. It's because she said she literally wants to remain friends with me.
He had his whole
Well, it seems like everybody in this scenario is just a dumbass.
community feeling bad for him being stalked as he was doing this. There are parts of streams where he's condemning people for sharing nudes non-consensually.
Yeah, you know, me and Melina have problems, but I don't think I f***ed up at all of this. I'm not running around screen sharing people's nudes.
Bro, this shows that he knows this was bad. He was using this to expose someone. The embarrassing part about this drama isn't that a video leaked of Destiny sucking an Oscar Mayer, it's that he's thrown away his credibility. He comes off like a fraud. We did speak in the off-the-record voice call. It was not recorded, and he was giving off the vibe that things might not be what they seem, but because of litigation, I couldn't know what he was referring to. I certainly couldn't just blindly believe him. You look at his social media and he's memeing about the whole thing, posting himself dressed as Dr. Disrespect. Yeah, Dan and Kyla, you're right. Destiny's totally rehabilitated and remorseful over this whole thing. It's very obvious. So is Destiny's career over because of this? Well, if Tim Pool can frame
No.
himself as a patriot while secretly taking Russian money, Vosh can say Lolly makes you a pedo while having a folder full of Lolly, Hassan can frame himself as more credible than the media while reporting every story wrong, and Tyler Oliveira can pretend to be a journalist while just making up stories on the spot, then why wouldn't Destiny recover from this? Let's be honest, the real punishment is Hassan will bring this up every chance he gets.
I can't believe that there are still Destiny fans in here. He kind of made you, though. Why you so ungrateful he brought you in? No. Why not just talk it out, bro? He was your friend at one point. Dude, I don't know if you understand. We're having a conversation about this dude serially making sex tapes of the people he sometimes consensually and sometimes non-consensually records and is unconsensually sending to other people that he wants to fuck. And you're like, why don't you become friends with that guy again? I don't know, because he's gross.
And Hassan is totally right. You know how hard that is to say? Again, if you're a left-leaning political viewer, your options are cooked. But seriously, it's...
Your options is cooked. Your options really is cooked. Actually, no. You can watch Kamal. You can watch Kamal. Your options aren't cooked. There you go. There you go. Somebody said yesterday Kamal like fell off. I'm like, how? What did he do? All the motherfucker does is just randomly stream. Like, he has no consistent stream schedule, which is not a cardinal sin. I know this because I don't have one. And this motherfucker makes videos. What? You're mad he made a video about Candace Owens? Guess what? Get her dick out of your mouth. There's shit to criticize Candace Owens about. There's shit that she's just wasting everybody's time on. And it's fair to say, hey, you know, I don't really like the lady. Is it the end of the fucking world? N-O. Like, you can calm down. You ain't gotta defend a motherfucker to your dying days. Get it out your mouth.
Seems like if you have a political audience, you could get away with anything. You have Joe Biden's millionaire drug-fueled son getting pardoned after he said he wouldn't do it, and Donald Trump, our current sitting president, was part of an electoral scheme. But no, this is when political audiences finally take a stand. Sure, these audiences will excuse everything because they think the ends justifies the means.
Yes. You realize these motherfuckers were running around saying, who cares that Vosh fucking has Lolly? We have to worry about this election that they lost. I'm losing money because Trump won. No one's super chatting me anymore. But it doesn't matter because we have to put up the fight to fucking win the election in the next 4 years. And boy, what a great job these motherfuckers are doing by that. We're all just fucking running around doing nothing. Doing nothing.
Honor Box layout his 2025 aspirations is hilarious until you realize how true it is.
I look forward to sometime coming back when I can like brand myself as the only remaining political streamer who doesn't have sex scandals and
Gay. Just fucking stream. Just stream, please.
And support terrorists. For some reason, it's always one or the other.
They're very musical people. Are you being serious?
Just stream. You can stream and be normal and just be cool. Is every left-leaning streamer like some terrorist supporter or like in some sex scandal? No. The problem is y'all only worship the weird ones. Part of this is the fans' fault. David Pagman promoted his book under the guise of taking a stand against the left. Yeah, what a great job. He did it, bros. He did it, bros. We fought back. Oh my God, Jeff the Shark is on my team. We're gonna fucking lose! We're gonna fucking lose! Fuck!
Dog, what do you look? You think I made this? Isn't I know they're singing, but I'm seeing just guns and shit. This isn't a music video, Hassan. No, it is. They do musicals about like their actions all the time.
Yeah, they're
bro. And then the sick part is Hassan, Destiny, and Hassan's terrorist. So throwing Destiny and Vosh are rich. You mean to tell me these motherfuckers can't pay to go to Houston and just like get 2 Houston BBLs just to drop something on them real fast and then go back to streaming? Like, if I'm rich and I'm not getting no play, I'm fucking phoning in any BBL I can find. It's just like spending an hour with that. And I have no shame in it. Zero. Oh, you would pay for pussy? Yup. If I was desperate enough, yup. And I had the money to do it, yup. And ain't no babies getting made either.
Militarized action.
When I looked at it, I think the vibe that I got was like short stack, thick kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like the way like goblins get drawn in porn.
The fuck?
Never mind. Never mind. He's on his own. He's on his own.
Niggas press their luck in, they get a butt fucking straight up the ass raw dog with the rat.
Willy, what is this music?
Destiny was objectively wrong for this and deserves all of the backlash. I think it's important to acknowledge that the people who exposed this story were not looking out for the victims at all. In fact, they were actively working against their best interests.
They were working to get views on YouTube. Boy, I'm not gonna lie to you. These are some of the ugliest. My God, can anybody start washing their? Listen, I don't mean to be this guy, and it is rude to say. It is quite rude to say. They both look like they don't wash their ass.
Trump's President Sunday and Beckett. Neither of these people had direct contact with Destiny, Kyla, Pixie, or anyone else involved in this story. They never even tried to reach out, yet they were the ones who posted videos outing the whole thing. The only information they have comes from Aaron leaking all of Pixie's messages. They are only working with secondhand information. In Sunday's
boy, in a story about assault, nudes being, I don't think assault is in this, unconsensual recording and unconsensual distributing of those recordings, boy, I do love the fact that YouTubers don't value the victims in their stories. They value those views on social media too. And I swear to God, if I hear this, I'm going to run up a wall. Get the word out. Get the story out. Makes my skin crawl. This is why I tell y'all YouTubers suck. When YouTubers start trying to be personal investigators, that's when you know they're too far gone. Like, you can talk about things, but the minute you try to be a fucking investigator is the minute I know for certain we're all doomed.
His video, he says Pixie's silence was bought in exchange for Destiny paying for her law school, leaving all the other victims out to dry.
Pixie has since said nothing publicly. There has been no evidence of legal proceedings.
Why should she say anything publicly to any of you? Why?
Being pursued, and she has seemingly ceased communications with the people she was previously working with.
Why would she? You debate, would y'all be calling these motherfuckers, you debate pedophiles, fucking are horn dogging a story, wanting to be the first ones to know about it and talk about it on your fucking panel of 8. Call me schizophrenic, but I wouldn't want to fucking talk to you motherfuckers after that. Because I wouldn't be able to trust any of you. I wouldn't be able to think that you motherfuckers actually care about me and the situation I'm having to deal with. I would think you're worried about clout. Oh, that horrible word, the clout. The clout. I would think you're only worried about the clout. You don't care about me. And no amount of I do care about you is going to make anyone feel like they could trust you. Just want to throw that part out there too.
Instead posting on X about taking the LSAT in pursuit of law school. It appears as though her attempt to extort Destiny has probably paid off, albeit at the expense of every other person Destiny has victimized in the past and will victimize in the future.
His evidence for this is a single tweet of her saying she took the LSAT, as if you could just sign up and pass this test within a month. So at this point...
You can't. That's a dedicated... As someone who has legal friends, that is a dedicated fucking test that requires a lot of your time. And you know, if somebody's having to fucking take that test, you know what they're not gonna focus on? You fucking spads on Twitter and YouTube!
My mind was blown that someone would out a victim for a 100k view video while the victim was still discussing their options, and then determined their silence was bought over a tweet. No need to confirm anything. So I reached out to Pixie to try and confirm if she ever talked to Sunday or Beckett about this. Pixie has pursued litigation against Destiny. However, she did let Lonerbox, who she's dating, provide some details.
Did President Sunday reach out to Pixie one time to see if he could go live with this video or to confirm that the draft was canceled or anything like that?
No, he didn't.
It is so incredibly selfish of Sunday and Beckett to insert themselves into a situation where they take agency away from Pixie because...
Correct. And I'm asking again, like, honestly, is the reason people mad at Willy because he didn't fucking reach out to them? Boy, wonder how that fucking victim feels. Ding, 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 ding. You see, children, as a content creator, I understand that if I make a mistake, gonna be criticized. I understand that if I take someone's fucking story for my own benefit, there's the chance that I'm getting criticized for that shit. Why? Because someone is going through something privately, because yes, unfortunately for people like, I guess his name is Beckett and President Sunday, people do handle things privately. I wouldn't be able to do anything about that. Like, if I got chastised for that shit, I'd just have to take the lick because there's no defense for it. Zero. And any sped arguing about this shit or claiming Willy's in the wrong because you didn't reach out to me, burn. Burn. You non-serious fucking humans. Burn. Willy is 100% in the right for whatever criticism I'm about to fucking hear of these two idiots. Because guess what? No amount of, oh my God, I hate Destiny. Oh my God, I want to get the word out. Oh my God, this story needs to be told. Yeah, not by you! It's almost like, if there's anybody in this scenario that should speak on it, are the people who are the victims. Who either can and will, or can and won't. Why? Because it's their fucking reasoning. Whether if they don't want to, whether if they're letting the legal process handle it, or whether if they just don't want to fucking speak on it because they would have to deal with scrutiny from people in their personal life. These are all valid reasons. And insert YouTuber here just wanting clout, yeah, fuck you. You're a sped. You're annoying, and you make my brain bleed. I'm back from Wingstop. Do I have wings? Did you get me wings? Where's that quote from? What quote? What did I say? You like your semen where you could see it? What did you mean by that? What do you talk about? On the bed. What are you talking about? I like my semen where I could see it. What are you talking about? And I could see it on the bedsheet drying up slowly. What are you talking about? What did you think I meant by that? There's nothing else I could have meant by that. Because still to this day, I still do love my semen where I can see it. Sorry I ate them all. You fat fuck! I'm just playing. But if you wait, then you'll need a black light. See, the black light makes it like cinematic, and I don't need cinematic for my activities. Masturbation is bad, children. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad on your skin. Okay? It's bad on your skin. Don't do it. Don't do it.
One, she's pursuing legal action, and you guys making this public gives Destiny ample time to delete evidence. While Pixie...
Ding, 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 ding. If Destiny, you know what? Fuck it. I'll say it. If Destiny gets away with this, I'm blaming President Sunday and whoever Beckett is. I think Beckett's the redhead. A complete fucking disaster perpetuated by two dumb fucks who think they know better than the next individual. Great job, guys. You failed and fucked up in the worst possible way. Be ashamed of yourselves.
Pixi's team was still building their case. I know I look smart enough to come up with that point myself. I'm not, so take that how you will. 4 days before Sunday released his video, he had a conversation with Nick acknowledging that Pixie was suicidal over this leaking.
All I'm getting from this is she's really not going to want this to be public. She wants to hurt Steven, but she doesn't want this to be known that she's...
I won't judge. You can't judge me. We're all fucked up human beings. One of you in here is a furry, and that's worse than me masturbating. I just love how we kind of stopped talking about this to discuss the lore of the random shit I say. I do enjoy streaming. I do love the fact that I've pursued this more and more. I love it. I love it. And the sick part is there's only like 10 of you here. That makes it even funnier for me. It's like our secret fucking meeting that's public for anyone to see if the algorithm dictates it.
She's done this, and this is her.
Yeah.
And she desperately doesn't want her family to know. And if I cover it, there's a good chance they will find out.
Oh, 100%. Why do you think I haven't covered this at all? Like that's my principal issue.
Yeah, that's
is like here's the thing. If anything happens to Pixie in the foreseeable future,
it all drops.
Well, he will actually be destroyed then. That will be insurmountable. Not destroyed. He'll have his channel. He'll have his audience. But there will be no
politics.
The media company dream will not be a thing. So
it sounds like
we're not including the 50. Fuck, I didn't check. Who's here? There's 63. How many of you over here? There's 5, so that's 68. I can add on occasion.
He's getting excited over the idea of Pixie killing herself and it ending Destiny's career. This dude sounds like a psychopath. In fact, during his call with Nick, he gives a hypothetical saying as much.
Here's the thing. Let's assume I was a psychopath, and I'm not, okay? Somebody...
You're a psychopath.
Saying these things would be enough to deter me. Let's assume I was a psychopath. Let's assume I published this.
President Sunday talks with Nick. They both agree that going live without the victim's consent is a bad idea, and President Sunday does it anyway. Actual psychopath behavior. President Sunday's justification for this was that Pixie was engaging in extortion against Destiny.
Fortunately, Pixie did...
So you're mad that somebody's getting money out of somebody who... fucking recorded them without their consent and distributed it? L plus O plus L?
Did the worst thing that someone in her position could do. Rather than seek legal recourse or make a public statement denouncing the violation of her consent and dignity that these leaks represented, she seems to have ultimately chosen to try and...
You don't need a public statement. You want public validation. You cretin of the night. You suck as a human being.
Profit from the situation by extorting Destiny.
I don't understand how Pixie discussing what her next step is or what the correct form of punishment should be equaling extortion, because that's how most civil cases start. Destiny even says in a statement on Reddit that Pixie at no point made a specific or explicit request for compensation. So I asked President Sunday, did you talk to a lawyer or is this just your layman interpretation of the law? Because let's be real, I don't think there's any way she gets charged for this. President Sunday says, yes, I spoke with lawyers I know. You know what their answer was? Obviously. I asked, can you link me to the statement from the lawyer you spoke with, saying these DMs count as extortion? And he says they were IRL conversations, so no. So I asked who the lawyer was because I would love to confirm this, and he replies, it's someone I know. Go find your own lawyer. It's
Hold on.
I asked who the lawyer was because I would love to confirm this, and he replies, it's someone I...
YouTubers should be banned. If any YouTuber tries to be a personal investigator, they should just be banned. Like, when you step away from just talking about something as it happens and you decide you're going to be boots on the ground, I'm going to find out this information, I believe you should be banned from the website. You should be banned from all online video streaming services because you just suck. What the fuck do you mean? It's someone I know. Go find your own lawyer. Willy responds, it sounds like you're lying. And he responds, this is why I ask if you're stupid. Go ask Legal Eagle or someone. Law isn't different per person. That's kind of the point. You are a terrible piece of shit. Like, what? I have some cat ears that I wear for Halloween. Is that weird to you? Do you need validation from somebody? Because I am the last person you should be trying to get that from. Listen, live your life. I don't care. Don't fuck children. Are we square on my qualifications? Don't murder anyone without merit. Like, if you're acting in self-defense, that's going to be up to the legal system to help you out at that point. Don't rape. Like, Jesus Christ. Don't rape. Don't fucking touch kids. Don't murder just randomly. Don't beat people randomly. Don't commit crimes randomly. And you can do whatever the fuck you want. If you're a furry in here, congratulations. You live your life how you choose to live it. But if you're a furry who fucks kids, to the sun with you.
I know. Go find your own lawyer. It's so obvious to me that he's lying. You're telling me that you talked to a lawyer but didn't get any on-the-record statement for your video? Sure. To confirm it even farther, President Sunday did a stream leaking all of our DMs. His editor Kilo came forward exposing that President Sunday never talked to a lawyer.
He claims he's consulted lawyers about this. Originally, he told me
Why the fuck? This is an entirely different nitpick. Why the fuck do a lot of these... Every person I've seen of like the past month who has an editor is someone who makes content that does not require a fucking editor. You're hemorrhaging money because you want to pretend like, oh my God, it's so difficult. Ooh, it's so difficult being an editor. It's so difficult editing these videos as you sit there and talk in front of a fucking PNG of yourself with audio in the background. Shame. Fucking shame. Fucking shame.
Kilo, you're not a lawyer. I was raised by one and took law courses in university. But then when he was talking to Aiko, she asked if he spoke to lawyers, and he said, I spoke to people who know lawyers.
Who did you speak to?
Several people I can't.
So this is another one. Wasn't this the one that was trying to fucking save someone from some motherfucker named Edwin? And then that fucking victim came out and was just like, please stop. What is with you people? Stop!
Name, but
lawyers.
Trust me on-
When when the victims say something different from you, you should probably give up. When you are running around saying one thing and the victim is the one giving the actual information, you should probably fucking stop.
Lawyers.
People who know lawyers.
But then, when he was talking with Willy Mack, he said he spoke directly to lawyers, but won't mention who.
So Sunday is just lying. Lying to make the victim seem like a bad guy so he doesn't look insane for making his video.
Beckett of Krabs, myself, and President Sunday sat down to present evidence, put together a timeline, and establish what the mission of the project was.
This is gay. This is homoerotic. Props to this editor for admitting that these two are fucking morons, but you're still a moron too.
I was a little
just for saying, oh, the plan of attack.
Anxious, but also excited to learn what President Sunday had, and I wanted to find out what the justification was for coming out with the story, the nuke. But we started the meeting, and after only about 10 minutes, I interjected. Sunday didn't have a nuke. I'm not even sure Beckett had much of anything. And the only real reason for publishing that was given to me was that because Pixie was supposedly trying to extort Destiny, she was somehow implicated in the cover-up efforts by Destiny and his associates, and therefore had forsaken her right to privacy, or something like that.
What a horrible way to treat a fucking victim of revenge porn. I'm making this video because you're a whore who's trying to get money out of someone who committed a crime against you. and you're not broadcasting it on Twitter. The fuck? I'm hurting from this shit.
Like that? I don't know.
Sunday does every stream in front of a wall of books, draws himself sitting on a pile of books. He's so knowledgeable, repeatedly calling me stupid in DMs for asking straightforward questions. Meanwhile, he's comfortable just making things up because he's above saying, I don't know, or I could be in the wrong. The dumbest people I talk to seem to think they're geniuses.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. There's nothing wrong with saying you don't know. There's nothing wrong, and there would never be anything wrong with saying, you know what? I'm gonna wait. I'm waiting to see how it plays out. There's nothing wrong with being like, you know what? I don't know what's being discussed here. Man, nothing wrong. Only a stupid motherfucker will say they're not. Only a fool would try to chastise you for admitting that you don't know about something. And even the dumber fool will try their loudest to puff their chest out about some shit, knowing full well they know nothing. And if you don't believe me, Jesus Christ, I guess President Sunday is my example.
Just a pattern I'm recognizing. He's lying about being an intellectual the same way he lied about talking to a lawyer. I'm not convinced he could read Dr. Seuss. He's malicious. He's acted like a psychopath. He outed a victim's story when she was working on the court case. Slandered her.
An American citizen.
I'll probably never be as popular as these people, but does having a certain many subscribers just make someone think that they're special and immune and invincible? Yes. What are you talking about? Yes. Because people forgot how to be humble in a fucking avenue that is filled with people grabbing them by the dick and stroking their ego. That's why I don't let y'all stroke my ego. I know my faults. I know how I want to improve. I know what's in my heart. I'll be all right. Matter of fact, there's an infamous quote stated by legendary cartoon character Jake the Dog that has been my stance on a lot these past couple years. I wonder if I could find it. I wonder if I can find it.
Bro, I'm here to...
I don't know. It's somewhere in here. The way your heart is that slushy machine. Listen. That slushy machine is going to drop to $200, regardless of what you fucking cretins will say.
The shapes are always changing. Changing is their normal state, like us. Even if we're not changing on the outside, we're changing on the inside constantly. There's some stuff about me that I've been ignoring for a long time. I'm afraid of that stuff. But it's part of who I am. As long as I know the shape of my soul, I'll be all right.
That. You're all fucked up people. And you know it. You know it. You know you're all creatures. But you're trying. You're trying to be better. You're trying to understand your faults. And you're doing your best each day. You know what's in your heart. You'll be all right. Motherfuckers like President Sunday don't have any fucking clue. And it's evident based on how this motherfucker goes about life.
Who finds themselves a
Does anyone want to hear the White Cornerback song? No? Okay.
victim of revenge pornography has several valid actions they can take. Let's go over 3. First, they can seek legal recourse. Second, they may make a public statement denouncing the person who leaked the materials and
No, they don't have to make a public statement. That's for you. That's not for them. That's for you.
Violated their consent. And in fact, this can be done in conjunction with the first option I mentioned. And finally, they can choose to do nothing. They can stay silent and hope that it all blows over. And this is their right. But Pixie did not do any of these.
She was in the middle of doing the first 2 things, and then you robbed her of the third. But yeah, keep acting like the good guy. He's the type of person I hope never becomes a successful YouTuber. If you're a victim, why would you ever want to share your story? He's shown it's going to leak, then people you've never talked to are going to publicize it. You will be vilified by them because they don't care about you or your legal case at all. If I had any advice for Sunday, it would be to apologize to Pixie and the victims, not just post a pin
and delete that fucking video.
Comment half backtracking what you're saying. Also shower, get a haircut, go outside. You aren't mature enough to cover these sort of things if you don't have basic hygiene. The video made by
I agree, white man.
Sunday's former editor.
That's why Willy's always invited to the barbecue. That, and I think he's married to a black woman, so he's invited by proxy anyway.
Details the clown show that was this investigation. It's the most comedic tragedy I've ever watched.
With all due respect, I'm not sure you think you know what you're saying when you say you have to, because when you
I didn't say have to. I didn't
Really?
say that. You said that. I said you have an expectation. You said, well, I don't have to do that. I'm not saying you have to do anything. I'm saying there's an expectation that you do this thing. When you're communicating with someone in private, they're expecting that you're not going to show that to other people without asking them first.
Okay, but if they're asleep, they're not expecting, are they?
What? I'm oh Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust. If they're, you know what? I want to hear that at normal speed. You know, because sometimes the 1.25, the 1.5 makes things a little bit different. I want to hear that at normal speed.
I'm saying you have to do anything. I'm saying there's an expectation that you do this thing. When you're communicating with someone in private, they're expecting that you're not going to show that to other people without asking them first.
Okay, but if they're asleep, they're not expecting, are they?
You have an expectation not to share someone's private information if they're in a call with you. But if they're asleep, any of these motherfuckers who sit there and look at this Willy video and they have a problem with it, choke yourself. You are not trustworthy people. You are malignant tumors that are an embarrassment to humanity. You suck as people, as content creators, as all of it, and you should be embarrassed.
If they're asleep?
They're asleep, yeah. If people are asleep, they're not expecting anything. They're kind of just out, right?
Are you trolling me right now?
No, I'm actually making a serious point.
The conversation.
So when President Sunday goes to sleep, can I just make up a story about him killing 3 black women? Is this our fucking dumbass metric? When you're asleep, all bets are off. The fuck are we doing?
Conversations he had with his editor are psychotic.
Why the f are you adding extra risks to this? We're already in enough danger as is.
Danger? Yeah, your credibility's in danger, but the fuck?
You think we're in danger? I don't think
we are in tremendous danger. So you don't think, for example, if you said something that was able to be effectively spun by someone like Nick DeOrio that managed to get some traction that cast aspersions on my entire channel, that income plummeted so I can't pay you, that doesn't affect you?
I'm about to scream. This motherfucker just said, we're in danger. The editor's like, what do you mean we're in danger? What the fuck are you talking about? And this motherfucker proceeds to say, well, you think this shit's gonna be normal if some Nick DeOrio fucking sees this shit and then hemorrhages my channel and then I don't get paid and I can't pay you? I want you all to understand the reasons why I hate people. It's because of people like President Sunday. You have got to be fucking kidding me. You actually have got to be fucking kidding me.
About me. How does this affect Sunday? How can I manipulate my editor into staying quiet? I also talked to Beckett, who worked somewhat with Sunday and dropped his video on the same day. Now, his wasn't nearly as bad, but he still went forward with the video knowing only secondhand information. Really third-hand because he's getting it from Sunday.
Fuck it, he's still bad because he's a redhead.
Recognize you're getting your information secondhand. At any point, did you try to reach out to Pixie?
No. But
see, this is where, like, when Willy makes this face,
to be clear,
when Willy makes this fucking face, this is where I stopped and I made that comment. Like, I just went to this part of the video for some reason and he made this fucking face and I just stopped. Because what do you mean you don't reach out to the victim? And you're trying to paper it with, to be fair.
You tried to reach out to Pixie.
No. But to be clear.
No, it wasn't to be fair. It was to be clear.
This was a very brief period, a couple of days. I clearly did want to reach out to people. There was actually a conversation where I wanted to reach out to Lonerbox.
I guess what? You know what you could have did instead of just sitting in a fucking Discord call for hours? Contact them. You get me? You get what I'm talking about? You know how instead of doing whatever the fuck you did, you could have just, I don't know. You could have just, I don't know. Just hit him up on Discord, you know what I'm talking about? You could have just hit him up on Discord. Just little, hey, how you doing? Did you get touched by destiny while a camera was on you? Did you know? You see how easy that is? I don't know this man. I'm assuming he's a content creator, maybe not full time. I'm assuming like he has time throughout the day. And I'm going to spoil a little bit for you. There's 24 hours in a day. You motherfuckers got time under the sun to randomly message a motherfucker. You just don't want to. You just don't want to. And that's fine. Say that. But don't say no bullshit.
Because I don't know Pixie.
But why did you reach out to Lonerbox?
I didn't. But but that's partly because of what Loner had just done on the stream. I think that's a mistake, by the way. I'll own that mistake. But I obviously wanted to reach out to people. For instance, I went to FPSD's.
Other people in your circle? Buddy, I don't know who the fuck you think I am. Oh, he's friends with Chris? Oh, that's about to be funny. Now, you know what? I'm stopping right now and I'm messaging Chris. I'm not saying what I sent Chris.
Diesel for an optic.
And it took me 20 seconds.
Check on the DMs and what he thought. I was reaching out to Nick.
Nick and Diesel, no less than Beckett and Sunday. What does going to them do?
Oh, they're larger YouTubers than him. So and there's like this weird gimmick of treating Nick like he's some godfather in this shit for no reason other than a bunch of spades don't know how to fucking communicate. Does he know about the fucker that tried to... Who, Chris? I don't think he knows about that. I don't think he knows about that one.
I'm so critical, though, of you and Sunday. Because, hold on, you're telling me, though... You're telling me, though, that this was done over a couple of days. You didn't bother to reach out to Lonerbox or Pixie. And you guys went for the story anyway. How did you even get the draft? Was that from Aaron, too?
Sorry, get the
draft of like Pixie's draft statement.
Yeah, I showed that in the DMs. Yeah.
So you guys have a draft from her. It seems like she's going to come out in some way because she has a fucking written draft. Like it just seems, it blows my mind, man. Like you've been somebody where I've been told over and over again, nah, dude, Copenseed is great.
He's a fucking redhead. This is embarrassing. So wait. The fucking victim, let's call the victim a motherfucker. The victim had a draft like prepared to go, and two white guys fucked it up. Boy, is that not a story is old as time. Two white guys fucking up a story of a victim. When was this? This was in January. Okay, so it wasn't during Black History Month.
It does great.
You know, I'm learning about it on Black History Month. And I know Pixie's not black, but you know what? She's part of the Black Coalition today.
Videos, takes a lot of care with them. And it's like, to me, I look at this, I'm like, I cannot believe, it just seems like such a selfish story.
Clout hungry. That's what it is, Willy. Call it what it is. Call it what it is, Willy. Clout hungry. That's exactly what it is.
Well, hold on. Let me be clear. I don't think selfish is fair. I think I can take a lot of criticism. I think there are issues there. But I don't think selfish is fair.
In what way is that not selfish?
Well, because I didn't do this to get clout or money or like acclaim. I thought this was going to end my fucking channel.
Gay.
Sunday was going to release a video. I thought
That's another thing. Oh my god, I took so long to do it. I was afraid it was going to end my channel. Go outside.
No. And I thought what needed to be done at the same time was painting a picture of what happened behind the scenes to explain why so many people had these DMs. What I needed was Sunday's DMs with Straighterade. I didn't expect this to be a video where I'd get like pats on the back.
Again, why you think it would damage you?
What, the video?
Yeah, before you made it.
Because I recognized that once these were coming out, the people who were releasing them would get rightfully a fair amount of criticism for doing so.
Then why
but
would
I
you
also
So you wait a minute. So you knew what you were doing was some scumbag shit to the point where you knew people were gonna ask, "Wait a minute, how the fuck do you have this shit?" And you still proceeded to do it anyway. Dun, 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 dun.
Because, well, for some, I've said publicly as well, if Sunday wasn't releasing his video, I wouldn't have released the same video. I probably wouldn't have acted in the same way.
I'm gonna let him finish.
Okay. But Sunday looked at these are coming out. He wants to talk about it. Well, okay, it needs a companion piece.
So because
it needs a companion piece. So if this motherfucker jumps off a bridge, you're just gonna be like, fuck it, you need a companion. You can't go alone. Fuck, you gotta bear the burden of this criticism with somebody, and I guess you're gonna be the one to do it with him? Why?
Is jumping off of a bridge.
Yes! Yeah. Why is Willy's video bad again? Because he's correct and you speds are wrong? Yeah, bro. Wicked, isn't it? Fucking wicked, isn't it?
You're doing it too, dude? Oh, man.
Well, like, and again, that's what I'm saying. It's, you know, it's something I expected to do damage to me. But also, what was the other option? Lie about?
Wait for a fucking victim to release their statement on it? Like a normal person would? Like, you know, credible people would do in that scenario? Like, what?
About it?
No, the other option is to do
hold
what
on.
literally everybody else did, and you just wait, let everybody else...
Oh my god, Willy's black. He has got my black mindset to a T! I didn't watch this part! You know what? Willy's reviving my faith in the white race. It was shaky for a little while, especially when I found out that your women have sex with dogs. It was touch and go for a while. But I think Willy's trying to save the reputation of the white race, and he's doing a pretty good job. It won't be enough. He's doing a pretty good job.
Shoot themselves in the foot if he's going to be reckless with the victim and her claims and hijack her story. Like, you realize she was talking to lawyers during this, and they're gathering information. Fucking crazy.
Listen, I'm on many levels, I'm with you. And I think one of my constant comments through this is, how does this reach me? I am like 5th person down the chain.
Because you're involved in it, dumbass. Oh my god, why are you all looking at me? I'm the 5th person down from anyone else. You're involved in it, dumbass. Whether you like it or not, you're gonna get talked about too.
How does this reach me with no one doing any of that?
It just makes me go, like, how were you the person to feel like you should make that video?
Because I thought it was such a fucking mess that at least I could make an uneditorialized.
Yours, I don't think was as bad.
Congratulations. You made it more of a mess. Good job. Happy for you.
But just the premise of this whole thing, when I talk to everybody, it's just...
I think it is a mess.
Beckett is the only person I talked to that acknowledged wrongdoing and said he would go about things differently in the future. Takeaway seems to be what I think is the most important thing, and that's that you have to reach out to Pixie. You got to make clear, or Lonerbox, and you got to make clear of like, hey, this is what I know. This is the story I'm thinking of running. I want to know, like, what's going on with this? Are you guys pursuing anything? And then they could go ahead and like give you the guidelines to it. Like, hey, look, we're talking legally. We'd rather this not come out.
Yeah, like again, I'm not defending every part of this, and I don't want to. I mean, this is how I started the call, right?
Which is more than any other person I talked to. He became very critical of himself, especially as things moved off the right.
Well, at least that's good.
I respect him for that.
When I met you, I admit my first thoughts was a trick. You look so good, huh? I suck on your daddy's dick.
Willy! Fuck is this music? Where do you get this shit from?
Every day that passes, the drama gets more hilarious. Destiny and Hassan are watching each other's content nukes while refusing to view their own. I get he's going through a legal case, but at some point he needs to address that video. During my off-the-record conversation with Beckett, he asked me a pointed question. When would you associate with Destiny again? If he was part of some drama as a side character and I interviewed him, I would do it then, but I don't think I could just go hang on his podcast anymore. Destiny and I were not friends. However, I have a lot of respect for him. He's the only major creator in the political space that I have covered that actually looks stuff up, reads first-hand information, and directly engages with his critics. That may seem like a low bar, but
it is
rare. He's somebody that has always demanded accountability.
It is a low fucking bar, but the reason it's so rare is because we live in a world where people are fucking morons.
From others, but right now when he's objectively in the wrong, he's not taking any of it. He's calling Nick a hypocrite for saying innocent until proven guilty with Ethan, but not treating himself that way. Nick then makes very clear, you shared Pixie's intimate videos with a random 19-year-old OnlyFans model, and then posted logs where you admitted to severely damaging her. And he links the messages of Destiny doing just that. I'm the kind of person that could forgive anyone for about anything, but there needs to be remorse, and he's obviously not there yet. His coworkers cover for him saying he is, but I don't see it. I don't see how anyone could take him seriously until then. I also want to emphasize how good the video was by President Sunday's former editor Kilo. He actively tried to correct the record and his video has very few views. He gave up money to try and do the right thing, and I think that—
What a smart human being. What a reliably trustable human being. It's not about the money, it's about what's right, and that is indeed the lesson to learn from all of this, my children. While you people are money hungrier than fuck, what matters is the truth. And if you're willing to fucking give it, it will be fruitful when it returns to you. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm done. I think I'm done for the day. I gotta go add this thumbnail to this video correctly. But I hope you all learned that YouTubers suck. Beckett sucks. President Sunday sucks. No, I don't give a fuck that he was remorseful and all this shit. He's still a dumbass. He's a grown-ass fucking adult. Something should have clicked in his fucking mind that, yeah, this shit's dumb to do. And I hope he holds on to that. And I hope he changes his fucking ways for the better. Because if he doesn't, he's just a fucking dumbass who continues to be a dumbass. Fuck President Sunday. Sundays are for worshiping God and resting, not for some dumbass who thinks he knows everything. All right, everybody. Bye.